Good morning, everyone. One of the benefits of working with sustainability, we have the opportunity to learn with each other, to learn with our peers. UNEP is an important network for that. We think that we can learn not only by the initiatives, but also by our peers and to improve our practices, to improve our strategies. This year, we have the opportunity to have a new tool for all UNEP members to learn with each other. We had at Latin America the first peer-to-peer exchange meetings. The participants was ITAU, Bradesco, Santander, FEBRABAN, the Brazilian Federation of Banks, and we received 6 Latin America banks to exchange ideas and our learnings. The banks that participate of this process was Banco Pechincha from Ecuador, Banco de Fomento Agropecuario El Salvador, Banco Galicia from Argentina, La FICI from Nicaragua, Banco Nacional de Fomento from Paraguay, Banco Sudameris also from Paraguay. It was the first Latin America peer-to-peer exchange. It happened in São Paulo in October. It was 2 full days that we could talk about strategy, governance, sustainable product, innovation, microfinance, and we have the opportunity to go deeply in our practices and in our strategies. And not only talking about what is working well, but what our learnings, what are our mistakes. And sometimes we are shy to ask some kinds of questions. So in this opportunity, we could ask everything that we wanted. For example, for governance and strategy, we could talk how we are improving our strategies to integrate sustainability through our organization, especially when we talk in big organizations. How works the making process decisions and in our governance, in our banks, and with the market, and to understand what are the tools to change and to influence the mindset of our executives. We also have the opportunity to talk about the CFD. That's something that we also, Bradesco and ITAU participated from the working group, and we have the opportunity to share what was the pilot, what were the barriers, how we implemented, which kind of the departments of the bank we had involved to have the final paper for TCFD. We also talk about innovation. In Brazil, we have different hubs for our innovation, startups, fintechs, and how banks are integrating themselves in this new ecosystem. Microfinance, when we see the social issues in Latin America, that's something very, very strong, and how we flow the capital to micro-entrepreneurs to the bottom of the pyramid. Human rights and diversity. What are our gaps when we talk about human rights and diversity? It's gender, it's race, it's age. So we could have an exchange on how we access this kind of issue and how we understand our gaps and promote it through our organizations. So these are some of the topics that we talk. We know that time is also a rare resource in our day by day. So these full days was very important to go deep and to dive in our questions. We also have the opportunity to understand how we influence the market and the regulators. As FEBRABAN, the Federation of Banks, has an important role in Brazil, and we could share how we are talking and dialoguing with different stakeholders to influence the market. In sum, we have the opportunity to learn with each other, with our mistakes, and what we are doing well. Having the peer-to-peer meeting was also important to be close to our Latin American members, to understand how we have a common approach for sustainable finance in Latin America. We understand that in Europe, Asia, Africa, there are some topics that are common to everyone, but there are some topics that are different. We have different culture, different regulations, social and environmental specificities. So we could talk about that and to understand how we have a regional view of about our challenges when we talk about sustainability and sustainable finance. It was good for the Brazilian banks, it was good for our visitors, and we exchange a lot. And I understand that for the next years, we will keep going with this kind of initiatives. So for 2019, we have a lot of big challenges, the principles of responsible banking, positive impact, the CFD, and this kind of meetings, this kinds of exchange, it's very important to everyone. So here it's an invitation for everyone when we have this peer-to-peer meeting exchange to get involved, because it's really an important tool to everyone. And we understand that's not only for each bank as individual, but also to set another level for our region and for the sustainability issues. Thank you.